Good afternoon everyone, today we're looking at another one of the Citizen Tsuyosa watches. So let's have a look at the unboxing, shall we? Let's find a knife so I can undo it. That'll do for now. It's a very simple sort of black and sort of an ash grey finish Citizen box, really. Always usually elegant style box, really. Simple lift off lid, as you can see here. We'll just put my gloves on and we'll get started on the watch. Inside it reveals a bit more sort of a display style interior component with obviously a manual and our guarantee card on there as well. That's one side. So here we go, guys. This is the Citizen Tsuyosa Small Seconds edition. So it's got a 40mm case diameter with a 11.7mm case thickness. Retails at £320. Weighs probably around about 160, 170 grams. It's got a decent amount of weight to it. And uses a automatic 8322 caliber movement with a 60-hour power reserve. You might have to double check that because I found that online, but I'm not entirely sure on that just because it seemed quite high for a watch that's only sort of £300. I thought there'd be a bit more than that if that had the movement inside. So let's come down to the dial. So you've got a nice, very nice, pretty dotted blue star dial, as you can see here, housed in a stainless steel case. The overall watch is 50 meters in water resistance and has a sort of a small seconds counter here, just gliding along quite nicely in the back, just there. Fully luminous hands, fully luminous increments. Plain metal ring on the actual, nothing inside the actual face of the watch there, but overall it's a very nice, pretty watch to look at. When you order from Citizen, you get a 5-year warranty from them themselves. Coming out to the casing, it's got a nice polished finish on the actual outside of the casing here. As you can see, the same on the actual ring that surrounds the face. Coming down to the crown, we've got a recessed crown indented just after the 4 PM. There we go, nice strong movement on the actual hands there. Really good amount of feedback. Winder feels good as well. It's a little bit sort of fiddly to get to because of the location of the crown. Because you turn it, if you're right-handed, you turn it and your finger ends up in the strap. If it just you can't get as much spin. If it's out here, you can proper spin it, but here you've got to be a bit more sort of delicate. It might be because I've got the sort of the gloves on. Overall, it's a very nice sort of pretty watch. It gives off weight. There's a good amount of weight to it. I suppose you can call it thin. It looks thin when you look at it, but when you turn around to the side, it's actually quite big. The overall sort of aesthetics of that curve there, curving quite circular way around that actual face, rather than gliding across it like the actual curve on it is quite well defined. It's more defined than a Tissot PRX, for example. Gives it a bit more sort of depth to it. So coming down to the strap is 22mm in width, but this is one of those straps where the size of the link when it meets the clasp is not the same as the actual lug width. So if you want to change the strap, you're going to need a 12mm, 13mm width strap to slot in there. So similar to a Tissot PRX. The actual links, they're very sort of tiny. They're tiny in terms of, they look a bit like a Jubilee strap. And in the same sort of way in terms of their finish, you've got brush finish on the outside, but you've got huge centerpieces to the Jubilee. Usually Jubilee straps is reversed. You've got the tiny little pieces with a polish finish on the inside and a brush finish on the outside, but this one has got large polish finish on the middle and then small brushed outer pieces. Those outer pieces are adjustable by little tiny pins, as you can see on the little links here. So you won't be able to do it with a screwdriver, but you can just knock those out with a pin. And then coming down to the clasp, also where it differs from a Jubilee strap, because you've got a butterfly system. You can get Jubilee straps with a butterfly system, but they're quite rare to come by. A nice stainless steel interior component, as you can see there, with double push button deployment system, and a very nice well-defined click to push those back into place. The actual back of the strap, itself, does offer a quick release option if you want to quickly chop and change those, which means you might be able to get some from Citizen if you want to. I just never like changing the strap on watches where the lug width isn't the same as the link that meets the clasp, the casing. Look at the case back. You've got a full screw down case back with a skeletal view of that automatic movement in the back there, the 8322 movement. There we go, guys. That is the Citizen Tsuyosa Small Seconds edition.